The government of India is launching policies for battery swapping stations. In the Union Budget, the Finance Minister declared that India is planning to launch policies for battery and energy as a service.
We will promote a shift to use of public transport in urban areas. This will be complemented by clean tech and governance solutions, special mobility zones with zero fossil fuel policy and EV vehicles. Battery swapping policy. Considering the constraint of space in urban areas, for setting up charging stations at scale, a battery swapping policy will be brought out and interoperability standards will be formulated. The private sector will be encouraged to develop sustainable and innovative business models for battery or energy as a service. This will improve efficiency in the EV ecosystem.
How can battery and energy be a service? When we buy an electric vehicle, we will get the vehicle body and battery as well. If the battery is a service, then you will not own the battery of the vehicle, and the initial cost of the vehicle also reduces. We can replace the discharged battery from the battery swapping stations. Then there should be a number of battery swapping stations. The vehicles will have detachable batteries. The main hurdle for the mass electric vehicle adoption is the long charging time. If the battery swapping stations are common, then it will take less than 2 minutes to swap the discharged battery with a fully charged battery. Now the investors can think about new business models for the battery swapping stations. The government itself is formulating policies for battery swapping stations. There are a lot of advantages for vehicles with swappable batteries. It can be charged quickly, or you will get the electric vehicles fully charged quickly. The initial cost of the vehicle decreases since you don't own the battery of that vehicle. Usually batteries constitute 1/3 of the total price of the vehicle. If the battery is provided as a service, then you don't have to pay for the battery, and you cannot use the battery for any other purpose as well. You don't have to worry about the battery life and service. Another advantage is that the swapping operators can choose when to charge the batteries. If it was a charging station, the vehicle should have charged when it arrives the station. If it is at peak time, the electricity cost might be high, and it affects the power utility grid as well. But in the battery swapping stations, the operators can charge the battery at off-peak hours. This flexibility is available in the swapping stations. Even though battery swapping is a good option, there are some limitations for this method. The battery as a service provider has to come up with a viable business model. The Sun Mobility is a firm that focuses on battery swapping in India. We have a video about their collaboration with another electric vehicle company on this channel. You can watch that video. I will provide the link in the description. There should be some facilities to prevent the battery theft. Some systems should be necessary to restrict the use of this particular battery in that vehicle only. The swapping station should be spacious than other charging stations. The batteries have to be kept there with fully charged. When a user comes, it should be easy for him to replace the battery in his vehicle. Another disadvantage is there is no common standard for the batteries used in an electric vehicle. The battery swapping will be a best solution only if a common standard is available for electric vehicle batteries. Usually every manufacturer uses different types of batteries. Its rating, weight, size, everything will be different. The battery swapping can be implemented in electric cars as well. It is not always needed to replace the whole battery in a vehicle. If the batteries are arranged as different modules, we can replace 1 or 2 modules if it is necessary. It should be based mostly on the distance that you have to cover. In an electric rickshaw, if you have 2 or 3 batteries, you can replace one battery if it is fully drained with another battery. It will be something like filling 1 or 2 liters of petrol in your scooter when it is necessary. Anyway, it is expected that the battery swapping policy will be released in this year itself. Let's wait for the policies to launch and different business model for these swapping stations. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Tap the like button if you like this video and subscribe to this channel for more electric vehicle related videos.